Okay, so let's continue with our next coding exercise series, and open the leetcode.com and go to the problems tab, and in the search bar search question number 54. So the question is spiral matrix, so it's come under the medium category, so click on it. So spiral matrix, so given an m cosine matrix, return all elements of the matrix in spiral order. So we have some matrices given, so it could be any number of rows, any number of columns, so it is m cross n, and maximum it could be 10 only. Alright, so 10 maximum, 10 rows and 10 columns, and minimum one. Okay, so we need to print all the elements in a spiral order, and when we need to print, so we need to return in some array, or you can say a list. So if you see the function definition, we have some matrix given. Matrix means, so it is a list of list. So the list of list is given. What we need to return? We need to return some array. We need to return array, or you can say list in Python, and in that we need to print all these elements, but in some spiral order. So first we should, before solving this question, first we should know what is spiral order, because if we don't know what is spiral order, then we don't know whether we need to print like 147, 123, or 125, like in which order we need to print. So first we need to know what is spiral order. So spiral order is like, so if you go to the whiteboard, so if you see this figure, the red circle, so the red circle is spiral. Spiral means like it is going, and it is creating an inner circle. So it is starting from the outer loop. So it is like, if I show you again, so it start from here. So it is going in this side, then goes down, then goes left, then goes above, then go inside. So it's kind of spiral loop. So even if you see this, so it is going from left to right, then like top to bottom, then bottom to left, then top to bottom, then again the same thing. All right, so we need to print. So for this example, so the what could be the output? So 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 8, 7, 4, 5. For what could be the output for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 11, 10, 9, 5, 6, 7. So we need to print. And if we can take like like even one more bigger matrix, so let's put this is the matrix. So what could be the output? 1, 2, 3, 4. So because first we have to go this side, then we have to go this side, because this is a spiral, this kind of a spiral only. So if you see, so what is the spiral shape? This is the spiral shape only, because how we are creating a spiral. So we are going this side, then we are going downside, right? So then so first we go here. So we need to print 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go downside. Then we need to print 4, 8, 12, 13. Then we go this side. So we need to print 16, 14, 13. Then we go upside. So we need to print 9, 5. Then we go again. So here, and then we are going again this side. So we need to print 6, 7. Then we are again going down. So we need to print 11. All right. So then we are again going this side. So we need to print 10. So this is the spiral like order. So how we are going to print this? So if we have to print like all the elements into the matrix, so what that is very easy. So what we can do is we can run the for loops, two for loops, and we are going to print the all the elements. All right, but we need to print it to the spiral order. So to print into the spiral order, we know, like, let's divide the problem into the subcategory. So first we need to print the top row. All right. So first we need to print the top row, only top row. So let's write the code just to print the top row. Don't like worry about like how we are going to print 8 to 16 or 15 to 13 or 13 to 5. How we are going to print, just forget about this. But just worry how we are going to print 1, 2, 3, and 4. So go to the code. So one thing is we need to return some array. So let's take that array. So let's take the result array. Okay. Now we need to print. So let's suppose I am taking this example. Let's suppose I am taking this example. So we need to print 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is one array. So how I'm going to print? for I in range of something. And how we are going to access, how we are going to print the elements of a matrix. So matrix of row and column, matrix of row and column. So row is 0, column is 0, 1, 2, 3, and row is 0. So that's why like 1 is accessible using 0, 0, 2 has been accessed using 0, 1, 3 has been accessed 0, 2, 4 has been accessed 0, 3. So it looks 0 row will remain same and the column is going to be changed. So whatever we are like going to iterate here. So this I, so what we are going to put here, so that doesn't matter. So this I we are going to append result dot append, and what element we need to append? What element we need to append? So matrix of zero, right? And then it could be I, it could be I. So zero, then like so let's pause for this case. So we need to run the loop. We need to run the loop from 0 to, because it's 0 0 0 2, because column is 0 1 2 3. So 0 2 you can say 4, and we are going to print. So by using this loop, so basically we are sorry, so we are traverse the top row, traverse the top row, or you can say traverse the uh, left to right, traverse left to right. So to traverse the left to right, so because a spiral matrix is like this way, only left to right first, left to right. So we print that. But this we put 0 and 4. This 0 and 4 applicable only for this example. It is not applicable for this example, right? So we can't hard code this value 0 and 4. So we need to take some variables where we can assign like 0 and 4. So here 4 means like the number of elements in the first row. So what is the first row? This, right? So 1 2 3 4. And what is the number of elements? 4. So that we can do. And 0 means what is the top row. All right. So what we can do is, or we need to move from left to right. So we need to move from left to right. So let's take the variable name in the same name, left, right, top, bottom. So that would be, it will be easy. So left will be 0. So we need to move from 0. So instead of 0 here, we can put left. Okay. Now left will be 0. Now what could be the right? So right could be 4 here. So what is 4? The right could be length of matrix of 0, because length of matrix is 1 2 3 4, but that will give us the number of rows. But if we get the number of columns, so we can get the any first element and we can get the length. So length of matrix of 0 and minus 1, because it is a 0 1 2 3 3 index, so it will give 4. So 4 minus 1 3. Okay, so we get the right as well. But if we do just right here, it is going to run the loop till second index. So we need to do right plus 1. Okay, so now traversing for first row has been completed. So we have completed that array. But here we hard code this 0. For the time being, it is fine. Okay, but what next? Now, what we need to traverse? So we need to traverse from top to bottom. So from 4, 8, 12, and 16. So traverse from, so here traverse from left to right. Now traverse from top to bottom. Okay, same thing, because let's suppose this is an array. How we are going to print? So this element can be accessed by like this is the row number 1 and column is 3. So 1 3. This is the row number 2, column is 3. So 2 3. This is the row number 3. So column is 3 3. So in this case, column is constant, but row is going to be changed. Row is going to be changed. So for I in a range of, so some range, right? Some range, and result dot append matrix of matrix. So in this case, row is going to be changed. So I will be here, and column is going to be remain same. So let's suppose in this case like 3. All right. So column is going to be remain same, or we can say we, because we can't put 3, we have the right. So instead of that, we can put right here. So column is going to be remain same. But here, so what we can do is we have to traverse from top to bottom. So we can take two more variable where we can set top is equal to 0 and bottom is equal to bottom is the number of rows. How many number of rows is length of matrix? Length of matrix, but length of matrix will be 4, but it is like 3 index, so we need to give length of matrix minus 1. So here top to bottom plus 1. But now if you see here, if we just like do this thing, so it is going to print 1 2 3 4, which is perfectly fine. But so this thing is going to print 1 2 3 4, but this thing because we are saying 0 from top to bottom, so top is 0, bottom is like 3, then 3 plus 1 4, then we are going to say matrix of 0 3, matrix of 1 3, matrix of 2 3, matrix of 3 3. So we are again printing 0 3. So we are again printing 0 3. Right? Because here we are, because I is 0, because top is 0. So we are again printing 0 3 0 2. So that's why as soon as we cover the first row, increase the top element to top is equal to top plus 1. So it means top row has been completed. Now we are on the second row. So top row has been completed. Similarly, in this case, when we have printed 4 at 12 16, so right row has been completed. So right row has been completed, or you can say right column has been completed. So now we need to, in the other loop, we need to print 7 and 11. So which is not a right, which is right minus 1. So what we can do is right is equal to right minus 1. Okay, so now this has been completed. Okay, now what we have to do, so we already traverse 1 to 4, we already traverse 4 at 12 16. Now we need to traverse from right to left. So traverse from right to left. So how we are going to do for I in range of right to left and minus 1, and result dot append matrix of, so how this element is going to be accept like so row is going to be remain same, so 3 3 3 third row, but column is going to be changed. So row will be going to remain same, column is going to be changed, so column will be I because I is only going to be changed here. So and this is the bottom row, this is the bottom, because bottom is the 3, so this is the bottom row. So 3 of 0 3 of 1 3 of 2 3 of 3. All right, so now we are going to print this, but if we do till left, then it is going to print only 15 and 14. So we have to do left minus 1, left minus, so that it should print 13 as well. So that is completed. Okay, so now we have covered the bottom row. So in the second iteration, bottom row is 10 and 11. So that's why what we do is bottom is equal to bottom minus 1, because bottom row already completed. Now what left? So now we already print 1 2 3 4, we already print 8 12 16, we already print 14 15 16. Now we need to go up, that is from bottom to top. We need to traverse from bottom to top. So traverse from bottom to top. So for I in range of, so some range, or you can say bottom to top, and it will be minus 1 because we are like then 2 1, so we are decreasing order. So bottom to 1, and we are append the element, result append and matrix. So now what could be the row and what could be the column? So in this case, row is going to be changed. So if row is going to be changed, row is I, and column is going to be remain same. So what is the column? So column is the left column. Column is the left column. Now once that left column has been processed, the next iteration left column will be 6 and 10. So that's why we are doing left is equal to left plus 1. Okay, so but this is only one loop. So now in this case 1 2 3 4 has been printed, 8 12 16 has been printed, 15 14 13 has been printed, 9 and 5 15 printed. But what about the 6 7 11 12? I am not going to write like more and more for loops, right? So it means like 1, 2, 3. So this is under like similar like a kind of matrix, like 6, 7, 11, 10, a kind of a matrix only. So now we need some kind of a for like while loop. All right. So we need a kind of while loop. So while we need some kind of a while loop. All right. So let me minimize this. So we need some kind of while loop, and all this thing will be inside that. All will thing be, and after that while loop, we need to return the result array. Right. So when the while loop, I can't do while is equal to true because while loop needs to be finished. So when the while loop going to finish till left is, because as an example you could see. So let me tell you. So earlier left is this, right? And what is happening? Okay. So left is this and right is this, right? So when right row has been processed, so right is coming to right minus one, and the left, when the left going to process, we are doing left is equal to left plus one. So when the right is going to process, the right will come here, and the left will go there. Left will go here. So we need to stop because left is already more than right. Left is already more than right. So we need to stop because if we are not going to stop, again this is going to be printed to 6 and 10, which we already print. So we need to do until left is less than equal to right and top is less than equal to bottom, because the same thing apply for the top and the bottom. So if you see, this is the top row, this is the top row, this is the top row. 1 second, this is the top row, and this is the bottom row. So when we printed the top row, what we are doing is top is equal to top plus one, so it will come here. When we are doing printing the bottom row, so we are doing bottom is equal to bottom minus one, it will come here. So when we print this row, it will go here and it will go here. So if we are not going to compare this row, this thing, then this thing again going to print 6 and 7, 10 and 11. So we need to stop. So we need to stop. So that's why like we put, if we need to just run uh, this thing until left and right, until left is smaller than the right and the top is less than the bottom. Okay, so we need to run this. Now the code is okay, but there is a one issue. There is a one issue because if you see here, the matrix length can be one as well. Matrix length can be one as well. So if there is a one, let's suppose, if there is only 1, 2, 3, 4 in the matrix, only 1, 2, 3, 4. There are no other column, there are no other rows, only 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we are going to do is we are going to print the top row, left to right, fine. We are going to print the top to bottom. So top to bottom is only 4 is going to print it. So that particular part is going to be finished. That particular part is going to finish. But now we are going to printing right to left. So if we are going to print right to left, so we are again going to print 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we are again going to print 4, 3, 2, and 1. Or because we have not like increased right and left. So what we have to do is we are going to do this if, so we are going to do this if top is less than equal to bottom and left is less than equal to right. Only then these two loops are going to be executed. Only then these two loops are going to be executed. Because if there is only one row, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This part is going to print 1, 2, 3, 4. This part anyhow is going to finish, but because top is this, bottom is this, so this loop is not going to be run. But what about this part? This part is going to be executed because if I will not going to put this if condition, this part is again going to be executed because it is just going from right to left, which is right is this, left is this, again is going to print 4, 3, 2, 1, right, which we don't want because we already printed 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we need to put this condition if top is greater less than equal to bottom, then only if top is less than equal to bottom is there are more rows, then only we have to traverse from right to left. Because if there are no more columns, only one row, then we don't need to traverse. So that's why I will put here. So that's it. Let's try to execute it. So something is wrong. What happened? So here as well, like top -1, because otherwise it will not go to till top. And what is the issue in this condition? Is it some syntax error? Let me check if there is any syntax error. While left is less than equal to right and top is less than equal to bottom. So it is giving me some syntax error. Okay, so there is some syntax error. Let me run it. So now, okay, so the question seems wrong, answer seems wrong. So it is printing 1, 2, 3, fine, 6, 9, 8, 7, 4. Then it is printing 2, and it is print. We need 5. Okay, so where we did the wrong thing? So we are doing left to right +1, which is fine. Oh, so we are using the 0 here. We hard code it. So we don't need to hard code. We need to put the top, because for earlier we are printing the top row. Okay, so then we are printing the right row. Then we are printing the bottom row. Then we are printing the left row. Okay, so run it. Okay, so now sample case has been accepted. So let's try to submit. So our solution has been accepted, and we beat like 95% of the people. All right. So this, like generally, like in the interview, this question can be asked. And there is a matrix how you can print the spiral code. So what you need to do is just do one thing: split the problem into subcategory. Like as an example, so we need to split the problem into subcategory. So we know spiral is this form. All right. So first we need to know what the spiral form. So we know spiral is okay. First top row, then right row, then bottom row, then left row. So this is the spiral row. Okay, so it means, because using the same loop we can't print the all the rows. Using the same we can't print the all the rows. So we need four loops. So we put one for loop, all right, and we put the second for loop, we put the third for loop, we put the fourth for loop, which is fine. And we adjust accordingly, because we know in the first for loop row is going to remain same, column is going to be changed. That's why we put I here. In the second thing, we know row is going to be changed. That's why I put I here. Third, same for the third, same for the fourth. Correct. And now there could be some internal, because it could be 10 by 10. So we need to put the internal. So we need some kind of a while loop. So we put while loop. Okay. Now we handle the border condition. To handle the border condition, we put this condition. Otherwise, the border case scenario will fail when there is only one row. All right. So there are no more rows. So then those scenarios is going to be fail. So that's why we put this thing. So that's it. That's the end of the video. You can also try this question. Thank you.